Welcome, everybody. Hello, welcome. Welcome to the Content Moderation at Scale Summit. Thank you, everybody, for coming. People are coming in and finish up their conversations, but we're on a really tight timeline. It's kind of a Bataan death march of programming here, so we're going to get going really quickly. I am the designated organizer among 10 organizations that kind of came together for this conference to organize it. And the idea really sprang from Eric Goldman at Santa Clara Law, who several months ago put together the first Content Moderation at Scale Summit in Santa Clara Law back in Silicon Valley. And given what's happened over the last 16 to 24 months, we felt that it's really imperative to kind of have a more educational type of look under the hood at content moderation practices within different platforms. And that was the kind of goal of this particular event. We're trying not to editorialize what you should think about content moderation, or how much there should be content moderation, or how little, or for what groups and types of content. We wanted to just have folks that come in and actually look under the hood about what they do, how they do it, to provide more understanding. And the 10 organizations that came together to help do this include Santa Clara Law, the Cato Institute, the Center for Democracy and Technology, the Charles Koch Institute, CCIA, the Craig Newmark Philanthropies, Engine, the Internet Association, my organization, which is the Internet Education Foundation, and Open Technology Institute. So those 10 organizations really, they're not trying to editorialize it. We range the ideological spectrum of views on these issues, but everybody felt it was super important in this city to have a look under the hood about what is going on, so we have more understanding, which hopefully will lead to better policymaking. Because let's be honest, policymaking happens in large part here in the United States. Obviously, it's happening around the world, so that's why we're live streaming, courtesy of the Internet Society North America. They're providing the live stream, and we thank them for that as well. Obviously, I want to also thank Eric Goldman, who spearheaded this from Santa Clara Law. We also want to thank my colleague Gary Ashcroft, who did a lot of the planning and organizing for this. But as far as that goes, there's some housekeeping before I get to the first part of the program. The SSID for the Wi-Fi is Como 2018, and the password is Como 2018. It's on the top right-hand corner of your program. There's also a hashtag, Como at Scale, and you can follow. We created an entire Twitter account for this, as well as a Facebook account for this. So we're going to start with some kind of the legal framework that's going to be done by Eric Goldman and Foundry Fellow Tiffany Lee from Yale. And then we'll go into the rest of the Under the Hood program. We'll stop for coffee, another Under the Hood, and then lunch. And then we go through the rest of the afternoon on transparency, law enforcement access. And we finish up today a few blocks away at Barcode, which is a bar down the street. There's directions to it on your program. And it's being co-hosted by the Internet Law and Policy Foundry. So we want to thank the Foundry for doing that. As far as the agenda, if you go to comoatscale.com/agenda, you can have your online agenda there, and you can view some of the speakers' biographies and things like that. So with that, let me hand it off to Tiffany Lee and Eric Goldman to start our first panel. Oh, one last thing as Tiffany and Eric take their seats. Questions. We're not going to do questions from the audience if we can help it. We didn't want to have any gotcha questions or anything like that. So there's an online form. If you go to comoatscale.com/questions, you should be able to submit online questions, and then we'll feed those to the speakers and to the moderators. So if you want to ask a question, sorry, we don't have any mics out there. You're not going to be able to stand up. Go to comoatscale.com/question. Okay? Thanks. Tiffany, Eric?